Alright, you guys, it's your girl Cece back with another video blog, and this one is entitled, Are You Scheming? Shout out to my boys on the scheme team. Sorry, this video is not about you guys. This video is a real versus fake video. Um, Basically, this video is, asking the question, like, are you being real with yourself, or are you trying to be what everybody else wants you to be? Um, I just recently, came through like this major transition where, necessarily I wasn't trying to please other people, but I wasn't making myself happy. So, I sat down, I kept thinking about it over and over again. And, I thought about it. I have a lot of friends who are going through the same thing. Like, they want to do certain things, but they're afraid of how other people might think of them, or, how the world's going to see them, or how their parents are going to feel about it, and how, how they're really going to deal with a new situation. Change is hard, but, at the end of the day, you got to do stuff to please yourself. And if you're scared to go out and make yourself known for who you truly are, then you're going to live your life in this box where you're afraid and you're stuck being someone that you're going to be this false person. Everybody's going to think that you're this way, and you're not really that person at all. I'm coming to a point where I'm going to tell everybody, like, I've always told people this, but now I'm pretty sure, like, it's the way to be. In life, you're going to have people who really love you, and then you're going to have people who really hate you. There is no in between. There's no, oh, I like you some days, da 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 da. It's either they're gonna really love you, or they're gonna really hate you. And I've come to the conclusion where I don't care if people really love or really hate me anymore, because at the end of the day, I gotta be me. I gotta be C. I can't. I wasn't born Jim Bob or Mary Lou. I know them some messed up names, but I wasn't born, those people. I was born myself. I came in this world alone, and I'm going to die alone. And I feel like people should think that way. Like, you came in this world alone, you're going to die alone. And what mark are you going to really leave on the earth? Like, are you going to be this false person? Are you going to be this false presence? Do you really want your mark to be made as someone who just really wasn't what you really want to be? Like, when you look down from heaven, are you going to think, do people really remember me for who I really was, or for who they wanted me to be? I had to say this because, I see a lot of people, and I'm not going to cross myself out of the list, because sometimes we as human beings, we say stuff and we do stuff that hurts people's feelings, and we're very judgmental. And like I said, I'm not going to knock myself off that list. Like, I've been judgmental a lot of times. Like, I've said things that I shouldn't say. And my apologies to anybody who I've said that to. But I feel like, today is the time, or right now is the time, 2011 is the time for us to just change that. Like, you got people who hate on people for what they wear, for how they look, for who they hang out with, when in reality, if you just worried about yourself, the world would be that much better of a place. I mean, I think I seen this quote somewhere. I think it was on one of my friends' little boards. It said, "One can never be unemployed if he minds his own business." It's so true. You can never be unemployed if you mind your own business. Like, you can always rely on yourself if you just pay attention to yourself. Just pay attention to what you need to get done. Don't worry about the world around you. And stop worrying about what she's wearing, or who she's dating, or who he's hanging out with, or how many friends you have. Like, I really feel like you can have 20 million friends in this world and none of them be genuine. But you would get you like 2 or 3, and you may not be the most popular broad or dude in the bunch, but those people are going to hold you down. They're going to be real with you. They're going to be for real with you. Stop trying to please the world around you. Be who you want to be. Like, this is your year. This is your time to be who you want to be. Stop worrying about, oh, how somebody's going to feel if you say this certain thing. Don't worry about it. If you don't like somebody, hey, too bad for them. Let them know. Don't smile on their face and be like, oh, you're my friend, da 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 da. You're not really friends. Let them know you're not friends. Keep it pushing. You can not like someone and still have respect for them as a person. If you don't like something somebody's wearing, you should mind your own. If somebody don't like something you wearing, they should mind their own. Like, it it's so hard for people, just to stop and just reflect and think like this world is not in one of those little globes, snow globes. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than you, me, or 20 million people. It's bigger than that. And we got to leave our marks. Each individual, it's hard for us to leave our marks if we just keep trying to follow the code, follow by other people's standards and be who they want us to be. Basically, you got to do what you got to do. And I have friends, who have problems, discriminations and stuff like that. Personally, I feel like you need to be who you want to be. If you're gay, tell people you're gay. I mean, the worst they can do is just shun you. And at the end of the day, if you're a Christian, which I am, like I feel like if you're shunning people because they're gay, then you're wrong. I have people who, are scared to, dress a certain way or walk around a certain way or, just tell people stuff about themselves that they want to tell them when it's really not that hard. I mean, you just got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. And I entitled this video, Are You Scheming? Because I want people to realize that, everything is not always as it seems. Sometimes you're looking at someone and you could think they're the greatest person in the world, or you could think they're the most horrible person in the world. And really, it's just a facade for who they really are. And I'm telling people, it's time to just take off the mask, put it down, and be who you want to be. If you are being a nice person all the time, you really feel like you shouldn't be this nice person, I'm not going to go tell you to be an a-hole. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But I'm telling you that if you feel like you shouldn't be being this polite person all the time and you really want to speak your mind, speak your mind. Because if you keep keeping your mouth shut, it's not going to work out and you're going to end up shutting down. And like I said, I just recently came through a transition. I shut down. Like I had literally shut down from who I was. Like I'm no longer doing stuff that makes me happy anymore because I don't know how to do anything anymore. I don't know, basically, I'm not saying I lost what I had, but I don't know how to reflect my problems onto a piece of art or to write a poem anymore. I don't know how to do that. So I had to basically, sit back, think, come back to God and come back to really where I need to be and be the woman that I want to be at the end of the day. You can't let somebody change who you are as an individual. The worst they can do is hate you. And hey, you didn't come in this world with them, so let it go. Like I said, it's 2011. It's time to figure out if you're scheming and if you're not scheming, and basically, be real with yourselves. Shout out to all my friends, Reagan, Jazzy, my bestie Netta, Kentoya, Tyler, Amanda, Aaron. Shout out to all my girls, y'all really help me hold it together when I'm down. Shout out to my friends back home, Buff. Love you, girl. Shout out to my little sister. Like I said, again, shout out to the scheme team. Like I said, this ain't have nothing to do with y'all. I don't even know what y'all scheme stand for. Y'all don't really even be scheming. Nah, I'm just playing, but y'all really ain't about that life. Love y'all though. Shout out to my brothers, Nick and John. I love y'all dearly. Shout out to all my guy friends. I can't name all y'all. Too many of y'all to name. And shout out to my future boo. I don't know who you are yet, but when I find you, shout outs to you. And like I said, y'all be real. 2011. Are you scheming?